I started work as a underground electrician in the coal mines, and everybody smoked. It was a done thing, and I just kind of fell into that, going with my friends and coming out of the mine. First thing you did is have a cig. And before you know it, you'd done 20, 30 cigarettes a day. And everybody said, oh, I'll stop when they get to be 50 pence, I'll stop when they get to be £1. And I just ended up 40 cigarettes a day then for 20 odd years, and stopped or tried to stop loads of times, but always drifted back at the slightest bit of pressure or slightest opportunity. I went on big cigars instead of cigarettes. Brenda was smoking King Edwards, which you were not supposed to inhale, but I inhaled them just like cigarettes, and ended up on 20 odd of them a day, so it was worse than smoking till by. You'd be short of breath, you'd have a sore throat. And things gradually progressed from that, and around about 2010 I started to lose my voice a lot more often, particularly if I smoked heavily or I was talking a lot. It would take longer for it to recover each time. And then as I came into 2011, I was unable to do my job as a operations director of a firm. My main role was to communicate the needs of the business to both the employees and our suppliers. And I found it more and more difficult each day to make my voice heard over background noise, but also suffered with sore throats and shortage of breath more and more. I went for tests and was told that it was probably being exacerbated by silent reflux because I was overweight and therefore snoring. I used a CPAP machine for that, but it didn't improve anything, and my sore throat and shortage of breath got worse and worse to the point where I paid privately and went for a second diagnosis in August 2012. My view is that, when you're born, if you were to look under somebody's foot, there's a stamp on there that says engineer, mechanic, electrician, school teacher. Mine said talker, and there's only me to blame for having that taken. I gave that away by smoking to the extent I did, and I'll never forgive myself for taking away the thing that makes me who I am, or who I used to be. The biggest change or the biggest impact for me, having survived cancer, is people think it's the cancer that takes you or kills you, but it's often what the cancer leaves behind that is not happy places. I was a talker. I was the biggest person in the room, the loudest person in the room, and now I sit in a corner. If I go at all, I avoid meetings, I avoid functions, because people are very good at being polite, but you wear them down. They shouldn't have to alter and listen and stop and wait for you to say something when you put your arm up like a 6-year-old. So you stop interacting. So for me, the biggest change is I am a different person. I worry about what I'm leaving behind. I worry about not being able to be the dad or the granddad I wanted to be. And my grandkids now, all they have known is this, and this isn't who I am or what I wanted to be.